So to start off, have you ever struggled giving your information through your mask? Stay in front of a customer and somehow they don't understand you. And it even happens when you're at the store, when people can't really see your face or your mouth and how you're pronunciating things. And it's this whole kind of, what was that? Or I can't hear you. Have you guys ever struggled with that? And then, last thing we want to do is kind of give our phone out to somebody and say, oh, put your number in. But exchange of information is huge, right? So I think that you guys should go ahead and try some QR codes. Like you've seen us do with our social media, we have 3 huge QR codes. They're all over the place, our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube. And we don't have to tell you guys the name. You just put your phone up to the QR code and it's instant sending of the information. So QR codes are just like barcodes in supermarkets. So it's a certain symbols in some type of code and it transfers certain information. Completely customizable, contactless, and free if you're using qrcodegenerator.com. Super free website, one of the first ones that shows up if you just Google it. We use it on our social media, as you can see, and this is what it looks like. If you Google that right now, that QR code on the bottom, if you put your phone up to it, that's what you're going to get sent to this web page that has different options for you to make QR codes. You have a URL, you have a virtual card, text, email, PDF. We're going to focus on your virtual card, which is kind of like your business card. Once you click that, it's going to give you this form. In the form, you're going to write in your name, your contact information, your company. I think you should put your dealership, as sometimes people have different mats, right? So people want to know which dealership you're from. Your street address should be your dealership street address. The website should be your dealership website, just so people have all of the information in one. If you guys can, take out your cell phones and scan the barcode right by my name, as it's kind of like my business card. You guys can see how quickly you can just add a contact without having to spit out all this information. It's a one-step process. I'm going to give you guys a second to kind of just put your phone up to this QR code on the camera setting, and as if you're going to take a picture of it. On the very top, it's going to look like this screenshot. Add Joyce Tristan to contacts. If you click that, it will instantly add me as a contact. You just have to create a new contact or update contact if you already have me. There you go. So it's working for everybody. Yeah, so it's qrcodegenerator.com. In the one-pager that I'm going to send you guys, I'll have this listed. So it's a quick 1, 2, 3. You can download this. It's going to be like a picture, this QR code. And you can paste that picture wherever you'd like. Some ideas are a framed picture on your desk. This way, if your customer is sitting in front of you, you can just tell them this is my QR code, this is my contact. It's going to be instantly added to their phone. You can make business cards. You can even make posters and stickers. You can put this QR code wherever you'd like. It's your contact, and it's a very quick process of all of your info. Now, top communication methods. These are proven to be the most effective ways to communicate with our customers. So we're going to go over text messages, live video call, 24/7 customer and tech support, post-sale follow-up emails and video, social media brand personalities, handwritten greeting cards, auto text instead of staying on hold. So the text messages, one of the biggest modes of communication. I want to ask you guys how many unopened text messages you have right now. If you check your phone, 0. Yeah. And how many unopened emails do you have? We all have, 264 on my personal, 100,000 maybe. Yep. So we all have all of these emails that kind of get bogged down by maybe markets, maybe clothing companies, all of that. I know mine is all clothing companies. But text messages are the most read and almost instant communication that you can have with your customer. The most important thing with our customers, though, is to get consent and to give them the option of opting out of text at any moment. I say this because some state legislative laws say that you have to give the customer these 2 options. I would talk to your management about how they want to handle it. Maybe they have a specific text that they want you to first send. In the picture right here, it just says reply yes to this text to keep talking, or dismiss it and ignore it. I have an idea that is just please reply to keep conversation going, or reply stop to end texting conversation. This kind of check marks both of the bullets of getting consent and giving the option to opt out. So it could be that easy. It could also be please reply to get video of your car. Maybe please reply to get up-to-date pictures of the car you're interested in, or reply stop. As long as you're getting that, you're checking both of those, it's important to get consent and to opt out, then you're good. Once you're opted in, so once you're having that one-to-one conversation with your customers, take advantage of that because, like you all said, there are 0 unopened messages. You want to send new deals, you want to send pictures, videos, send GIFs. The thing about texting is it's very informal, right? You don't have to sign your name, you don't have to say dear customer. It's quick, it's easy, and it's an easy way to kind of get personable with your customer. So have fun with it. Send them things and kind of that you would want. So with text, it's to the point, it's no frills, it's what they're interested in. It's not like a promotional email where there's a lot of different information and it's a lot of jibber jabber. There are a lot of apps that you can use if the customer isn't compatible with your phone for instant texting. There's Facebook Messenger, there's WhatsApp, Instagram direct messages, there's Twitter direct messages, Android text, there's everything, right? There's a ton, there's Skype, there's Kik, even Snapchat. With all this said and done, though, you want to opt them in and to give them the option to opt out. So moving on to number 2, live video call. How many of you are using FaceTime right now with loved ones, right? We can't travel. There's a lot of people all over the country that we haven't seen in so long because we're not traveling, but the next best thing to a face-to-face interaction is your video call. So video call, it helps abide by social distancing guidelines. It's quick conversation because there's no wait time, there's no drive time. Say you have an appointment for a video call, you don't have to go be in traffic, you don't have to kind of wait in a waiting area, it's instant. And it's face-to-face, as face-to-face as we can get, but it's also informal and comfortable for both you and the customer. The customer can have this phone call from the comfort of their living room, and maybe that will open them up to talk all options on all cars. So it's just an idea. I definitely recommend taking advantage as it's the most one of the most used communication methods right now. So kind of get your appointments for those live video calls and take advantage of everybody using that right now. 24/7 customer and tech support. Is this a feature important to you? And if so, which businesses do you kind of come to mind with this? For me, I'm thinking my bank and my credit card. That's huge on 24/7 customer support. I can just text them a question and they get back to me, or they say, I will be back to you in 2 seconds. So yeah, I see a lot of credit cards and bank companies. And I agree. If I'm choosing between 2 different businesses and one of them offers 24/7 customer and tech support, I'm going to choose that one because it kind of gives you that sense of security. It's added value. And I might not use it. I don't think I really use it ever, but it's appealing to me. If I'm choosing to do business with somebody, it's somebody that gives me that sense of security. So I recommend you guys to say that. Say that on your social media, say that on your business cards in person. And I just want to reiterate, a lot of people aren't going to use it. They're not going to call you at 2 in the morning if something breaks down. They're probably going to call their dad like I would. But it's something that's appealing. If I'm choosing between you and somebody else, but your business card says 24/7, I'll help you with your vehicle needs, or I'll find help for you, I want to choose you. There's a comfort behind that. Post-sale follow-up emails. How many of you send emails right after you sell a car, or you see somebody, and what do you send? So I saw a happy birthday, and happy birthdays, happy anniversaries, happy holidays, these are huge. A lot of the time they even get sent automatically from a few CRMs, and I love that, but something that you can kind of up your game is by sending a video. This we've talked about through and through. Video is huge right now. A quick 2-second video like this one that's 19 seconds, it's going to make a huge impact on that customer, that you took the time out of your day to make them something, make them a message, send it to them. Yep, send it to them, and it's a strong connection. And I know a few of you are already doing this, and thank you. I hope you guys are sending me these so I can see them. Number 5, social media brand personalities. This was kind of number 1 and 2 on our 3-part series of our webinars. How many of you are sending your YouTube videos? The more that you guys are sending the YouTube videos, the more your channel is getting traffic. So that's creating your own brand, whether you know that or not. It's transferring to anybody that sees your channel. They kind of get a sense of who you are and how you talk and what you have to offer. And this is before they've even met you sometimes. The brand, your brand, should be consistent, and it should be what the customer expects from you. So an example of this is just kind of warm, personable, knowledgeable, reliable. This is something that if you see a brand out there, it's kind of all these words come to your mind, even though you're just seeing them, right? Maybe you haven't even met them, like Toyota Jan. I don't know how many of us have met her, but for some reason, she's a very warm person. I just know that. Haven't met her, but I know. And then handwritten greeting cards. Do you guys send cards to your loved ones? Do you receive them? I know a lot of us send holiday cards to our loved ones. It's coming back, right? It's coming back from all fronts, all businesses right now. this is one of the most kind of effective communication methods if you're really trying to make an impact. And this is because it's a personal touch, it's you going the extra mile, and it's going to pay off in terms of referrals, retention. I mean, if you keep in touch with you, I'm obviously going to come back year after year with you. So an handwritten ones to my customers, that's huge. That's huge. And I appreciate you doing that for our customers, Barbara. Big shout out to Barbara. On our pictures, you can see that on the left-hand side, there's stickers, there's thank you stickers, and an idea that I have for you guys is just put in your QR code. So maybe you've changed numbers, that your customer hasn't changed addresses, so you're still sending them personal cards, but send them your contact info right in your little cards. If you want to do a personal touch, I mean, that's huge for handwritten cards. An app that I use, it's called Ink Cards, so just INK. It's going to be one of the questions on trivia, but with Ink Cards, if you download that app, your first card gets sent for free, and it can be written out by somebody in some company somewhere. You kind of choose your kind of background. You write in your little message. You can even put emojis on there. I just sent one to a friend that bought dinner, but since it was a free card, I wanted to send it to her just for a thank you. I mean, it's a personal touch. It's you going the extra mile and thanking someone for anything. So Ink Cards, free app, and your first card gets sent for free anywhere. And it even tells you when it gets delivered. So auto text instead of staying on hold. How many of you are on the call with somebody else and then you get a second call and you kind of have this option of ending the first call, accepting the second one, declining the second one, sending them straight to voicemail, or holding and accepting, and it's kind of like there's a lot of options, right? And you don't know which one to take. Should you take the second one? What if it's important? You're already talking on the phone to the first call. So what do you choose? What's huge for me, what I use is the message. So if you choose the message option, you can respond with, sorry, I can't talk right now, can I call you later, or a custom message. Mine is, if it's important, text me right now, like text me the message. Something that you can send is just, I can't come to the phone right now. Is this the best number to call you back on? This is for that customer that they might just be checking in with you, or it's a new customer and you haven't talked to them yet. Maybe, is this the best number to call you back on? That's the opt-in for just texting them. It's instant. You know that they've received your message, that you've delivered the message, that they're texting you back. I mean, there's so many pros to texting. It's convenient. It's on your own time. So something I would do if I were you and you're getting a bunch of phone calls all day, make your own custom text. Take advantage of these features on your phones. Both iPhones and Androids have this feature. If you don't really know how to kind of make your own custom text, then you can YouTube it. You can call me and I can walk you through it, but that's such an easy getting back to that person that's talking to you that people just kind of overlook it, right? You just kind of send them to voicemail and nobody's ever checking voicemails anymore. We're always texting. There's no unopened text. So I would take advantage of that. It's one of the most used communication methods. And those are our 7. Text messages, huge. If there are things that are kind of in common with all of these, it's the satisfaction of kind of instant communication, right? So phone calls, instant.